You look terrible.
She's probably used to these feelings. Oh my god, we do look terrible!
Welcome back to RatAttack, everybody. Today, a lot of stuff is going on. There's a lot of there's a lot of things.
We left off on a pretty
weird note because yeah, Kokichi told us a bunch of stuff. Not sure how much of it is true or not. We have some more theories to go off of that, but let's just see what happens for now. Kokichi walked away,
and he solved the entire mystery for us and left.
Supposedly.
He left us there with the truth of our despair.
Did he take Kaito with him? Where'd he
remember
go?
Kaito's locked in the hangar?
Oh yeah.
Sumugi, are you okay? She's got 1,000 yards there. It's no use talking to her right now.
Sorry. It's funny though.
Which means
the Ultimate Academy is a spaceship, and we're the 16 survivors of humanity.
Unfortunately,
this killing game we've been playing. Why pit the remnants of humanity against each other for a world that no longer exists? And the mastermind who engineered all this and is forcing us to participate is Kokichi? No!
Oh no!
I can't. My mind feels like it's about a short circuit.
Me too.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of suspicions. I guess we can talk about them now.
Okay.
Why don't you start? I know you said you have some theories.
Okay. I'm gonna predict what happens in the trial.
Okay.
I think Kokichi's dead and Rantaro killed him. And I think
Rantaro killed him?
I think this could happen through the use of the Necronomicon that Monokuma still has. Because if my initial theory is right and Rantaro's the one who actually engineered all this,
okay,
and then Kokichi hijacked it, I would think Monokuma probably still has loyalties to Rantaro. Like that tracks in this hypothetical, right?
Okay.
So
this seems like all out of left field, but it would be very cool if you were right.
Well, from the last episode.
Yeah, what did we talk about last episode? It's been like a week.
Yeah, for us it's been a week. For you it's been whatever. Basically, my whole theory was Kokichi's not the mastermind. At some point, he hijacked it all, and Rantaro is the actual ultimate cult leader or whatever.
I thought of one thing that would actually correlate with that too.
Okay.
I wrote it down. I gotta remember.
But anyways, Rantaro's gonna kill Kokichi, and it'll be revealed in the trial. That's it.
Okay. I really hope Rantaro does come back because he was really cool.
I feel like if that Necronomicon is still in play, so someone has to.
I don't think it has to come back, the Necronomicon, but I could see that it does, you know?
The game has kind of had, like, somewhat of a trend of motives being weird.
You've said that, but I completely disagree.
I just said being weird, not being used.
Being weird, not being used? Okay.
Like, Kurumi's, her motive was, like
the fourth trials was used, the second trials was used, the third trials
but the fourth
still a factor.
No, but there was always a twisty turnabout way. And the first one, the whole like 2-hour time limit wasn't even accounted for with the killing that time. I mean, it kind of was because obviously they all wanted to get out.
Okay.
But hold on, let me go through.
Okay.
But it wasn't at the same time. You know what I mean? The second one.
Sorry.
Let me talk.
I have a really cool thing I want to share with you, though.
You can afterwards. The second one, the only reason Kurumi saw her motive video was by mistake, which again is another.
Got her own.
Yeah, because she got her own instead of the mixed up ones.
That sucks for her.
Yeah. So there's twisty turny reason too. And the third one, the motive was kind of just like a tool and just an extra byproduct and shoveled away. Hence, I think it has more that it'll be used for later, which is right now. And the fourth one, it was about the secret of the outside world, which went from a motive to a weapon with how Kokichi used it. Because Kokichi knew the secret when he learned it from the key card, I'm assuming.
Okay.
But if it doesn't even make sense for him to be the killer or the mastermind the whole time, because why would that's a whole thing for later.
So yeah, I got a few things to share about that. One thing I thought of the other day, this is completely unrelated.
Okay.
But think about this. So we were in the very first trial, there was a time limit, and the really cool thing about that part of the game is that nobody killed anybody except for Kaede killed Rantaro. You know, like it didn't even seem like anyone else had a plan to. But you know what I was thinking of? I was thinking of Kyo was alone with the girls in the dining hall. I'm guessing if it would have gone down to like 3 minutes or something, he would have gone ham with a knife or something and just stabbed all of them to get more friends for his dead sister or whatever.
That is, I actually really like that theory.
That's my... I was thinking about that because I was thinking like...
So Kyo would have just killed all the women in that hall.
Yeah.
Except for the few that were with...
Because it seems like all the killers are like just genuinely good people, except for Kyo.
Yeah, Kyo was always
so it led to the line of thought of like, why didn't Kyo try and kill someone in the beginning then? I'm guessing he would have if given like a couple more minutes, you know?
Probably.
So, but anyway, more theories about what you said.
I like that might be our most interesting one today, honestly. I just like that school of thought.
Yeah, I thought about that. A reason I think your Kokichi not being the mastermind theory could be right is, remember Monokuma, when we were like exploring the new areas this chapter, he gave us the remote to shut off the defenses to that door, right? And then Kokichi asked for it back, almost as if him and Monokuma aren't on the same side. His and Monokuma's previous interactions also kind of support that.
Especially the private ones.
Yeah.
That like Shuichi didn't see.
Because if it was in private, he'd be like, hey, robot, do this for me.
Exactly.
You know? So I will admit that is weird, you know? But these aren't really theories, things to point out. I do think some of what Kokichi said was for sure a lie. Yeah, didn't he say there's like no one else alive on the planet? Like we're like the last 16 of humanity or whatever?
Yeah.
7 now, I guess.
You think that's a lie?
I think that's a lie because Kibo has some mystery voice talking to him all the time.
That's true too.
And if Kokichi wants us to despair, he would obviously tell us we're the last people alive, you know? But I'm not saying for sure, but there's definitely a chance there's other people still alive. Unless it's just like alter ego or something inside of Kibo, you know?
Right.
Which that could be cool too, but here's something I want to point out. So your running theory right now is Rantaro was the original mastermind, and at some point Kokichi took it over pretty much.
Yes, but I do want to bring up that I said 100% I think Kokichi was not the original mastermind.
Okay.
With the Rantaro thing, I can see some wiggle room.
Who else would it be?
It could just be a memory thing. It could be Sumugi or Kaido or Shuichi. Like, they've done that before. Like, in the second game, your character is literally the mastermind.
In what game?
In the second game. Hajime, because he's actually...
Yeah, kinda.
Whatever.
I guess the actual, like, traitor, though, is Chiaki, but...
Yeah, but the mastermind and... I mean,
like,
the person...
the one behind it all? Like,
yeah, because without Izuru Kamakura, they would have never ended up in that simulation. He's the one that brought Junko with him.
Okay, so when you say mastermind, you're mainly implying the person that
Shuichi
set the whole thing up, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I think. The way I see it...
At what point do you think Kokichi took over the mantle of mastermind? That's my question.
Logically, I want to say after his simulation thing.
That late?
Like, after he talked to Monokuma.
Okay, because here's a point I want to bring up. Chapter 1, we're introduced to the killing game. We're given back these memories that were like ultimates and stuff, right?
Okay.
And it's just like a completely normal thing, normal motive, normal whatever, except Shuichi and Kaede's plan to stop the mastermind and the whole trial from that, right? After that, after chapter 1, you know what you start to see, and I'm very curious what this is related to? You start to see construction on the ship. You see things being built. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, you know, all of a sudden, all the Monokubs and the Exosols, they're building something, and you can't really tell what it is, and they've still been building it all the way up until this point. I want to know if that's Kokichi who's the one who wanted that to be constructed, if that's like a pre-planned thing, because they could have woken us up at any point. We were in like cryo sleep from how I understand it, you know?
Right, yeah.
So if they had more to build originally in their plan, they would have just built it and then woken us up, you know?
What if it's to repair the ship?
Was it broken? Or maybe it's just out of fuel?
Either or.
Yeah. Okay, that's just a point I wanted to point out, was that happened right after chapter 1. So it's possible, if Kokichi's the one behind that he was doing it as soon as like right after chapter 1, you know?
Okay, I see the logic there.
So that's just something to be wary of. One thing I do think supports Kokichi being the mastermind, though, is bro just straight up doesn't have a lab. Everyone else in the whole school has a lab but him.
That we know of.
That we know of.
That
true.
last lab, I could see it as either Rantaro's or Kokichi's.
So you think Monokuma might have lied and just said it was Rantaro's?
Well, Monokuma never said it was Rantaro's.
True, he did say, I think Shuichi said it was Rantaro's, and then Monokuma was like, that's an interesting turn of events, something, you know?
But yeah, there wasn't a definitive answer, which is what makes me... Because if
So you think
Rantaro's...
that could be Kokichi's instead?
I was thinking Kokichi might be a stowaway, too.
Like, someone who's not supposed to be on here?
Like, yeah. Like, he could have just been someone that snuck on and wanted to make it his own thing.
Okay.
Because, I don't know, he could be like the ultimate list or something when it comes down to it. He might not be the ultimate of anything.
My biggest question is, what is Kokichi's plan now? Because he says, like, killing game's over, we're gonna go do nothing. But there's obviously construction going on for some purpose. And obviously, he's not gonna do nothing. He has some plan, you know?
Why would he even lock Kaido up then?
Yeah. Wait, so how's the 5th trial even gonna work if the killing game's technically over? Are we gonna...
I don't think it is.
You think he's just...
I think Kokichi or Kaido or someone is gonna be dead.
And we're still just gonna go through the same class trial stuff?
And it's gonna show how Kokichi doesn't have as much power as he thought he did.
Okay.
That's my guess.
Who do you think is gonna die? Kokichi?
Either Kokichi or Kaido. Those two seem the most obvious to me.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Himiko, are you okay? Am I okay? How could I be okay?
I don't know if you were delusional, which you are.
Yeah. The outside world. Everything's destroyed. Everyone's dead.
Use some time magic.
Everyone at school. Everyone in my neighborhood. They're all dead. Calm down, Himiko. Wah, wah, wah.
Shuichi really has become tough, though. Like, bro does not care.
Well, I mean, what would he even do?
I'm sure he had his suspicions about this for a long time, too.
No doubt. He's smart, you know, and... Yeah.
I mean, I know I would have. Especially from some of the remarks Monokuma makes. Like, you're the only people in the whole world? Like,
Yeah. Well, what am I supposed to do now? There's no point in living anymore.
Sure there is.
Maki.
I do wonder how that's going to work, though, because it seems like the technology to bring people back to life is possible.
Yeah, the Necronomicon's there.
They wouldn't just bring that up for no reason.
Right.
And obviously it has nothing to do with the actual physical book, but just like the technology in general.
Probably something at Monokuma's disposal.
Yeah, I wonder if there is going to be a room you find with just like clones of us or something.
That would honestly make sense if Kokichi's like constantly putting himself in sleep to keep doing this.
Yeah.
I could see that. And then like just playing with clones.
Anyway, Maki hates us now.
Yeah.
Coward.
Okay.
I know.
But...
I just don't have the strength. I can't fight back. I can't do it.
No!
The whole truth was revealed. The conclusion. This is the end.
No, there's still a whole nother chapter.
There is no outside world. We're the only humans left alive.
Do you think there will be a single free time event available after this?
Yeah, probably not.
Imagine how that would go. Hey, Samugi, let's talk about cosplay.
Yeah, I think we're all up with our free time events.
I think this is like the finale, you know?
Yeah. Trying to get outside was pointless, and we played the killing game for it. It was all meaningless. That's the conclusion.
Always is.
Nonsense. So what did all the others die for then? So this is the despair that Gonta felt. So much despair you want to die. It really is just like that. If it's like this, it would have been better if I died a lot earlier.
Then it's all over now.
No, Rentaro will be like, actually, I'm the hero of the story. I'll save you.
I think Rentaro is a good guy.
Yeah, I'm fully open to that too. I still think you could be a good guy and orchestrate this.
I just feel like he's a good guy. I have no reason. He just gives me good guy vibes.
But still, I'm so hung up on the monopad.
So well hung.
No.
Yeah, I know. That monopad thing doesn't make sense, but they've kind of had some things that didn't really make sense with a lot of things.
But I'm listen, I am banking. Ever since Trial 1, it's been in my head. It has to be right. The monopad ending up in his pocket versus in his hands.
I know. Like I said, I'm the one who pointed that out, but there's also things in Trial 2 that don't make sense, like the scratches being on the outside of the sink and the wire being left out for no reason at all.
Well, the scratches outside the sink make sense. Because his head
from
was
his handcuffs.
Yeah, his head was dunked in. He was probably scraping on the side in his handcuffs.
I guess, but even still, the other thing, the wire just being left out on the ground for no reason.
That's just Kurumi being dumb, I guess.
Kurumi, though, Kurumi's smart.
I don't know. They have to
Hey,
leave.
you remembered her name, though.
I remember it. I know Kurumi.
But I'm just saying, there's other things that have been very like, does it make sense? Does it not? Like,
but that will be the one. I'm calling it, man.
I hope you're right.
That'll be the final nail in the chapter 6 coffin.
The fact that Shuichi didn't think about it is like,
That's true. This is the end of everything. Our story ends here. There will be no more death, no more killing game. It's all pointless. The truth is, we all should have just died a long time ago.
It's not true. You should have inhabited an alien planet and done stuff. Oh, just went to our room.
I don't even remember how I got back to my room.
That's funny, I don't either.
But before I knew it, I felt my body in the bed, numb. Dude, do you really think this is what Kaede would have thought in these processes? Like, that's his, like, big girl, right? So
his big girl.
I don't mean it like that. But I mean, like, that's, like, the girl he loved, you know? So I think she would probably be like, oh my god, no, but also, you've got a chance to at least make something with what you have left.
Don't worry, Shuichi. We'll be like Adam and Eve.
I mean, yeah, you could. You got the resources for it.
Yeah, I mean, you have the ultimate astronaut. You could maybe still get this thing back up in the air. Survival chances are a lot lower now that your numbers are halved, but you could still make it good somewhere on some alien planet.
I mean, yeah, just go back to sleep. You'll wake up eventually.
Just kill Kokichi and you're good. You're good.
Yeah, if the killing game's done, you should still be able to get that off.
Right.
I didn't want to sleep. I just wanted to run away from the despair, but the sleep came anyway.
Like, if all 6 of us teamed up, is it 6 of us left? Yeah, it is. We could kill him. Oh, this is cute.
Yeah.
Did you know that when you talk to someone on a cell phone, you're not hearing their real voice?
I really like this fact.
Their voice is converted to synthetic sound while you're both communicating. By breaking down their voice into various waveform patterns, the phone resembles those patterns to recreate characteristics of the speaker's voice.
Reassembles.
This reduces the amount of voice data that needs to be sent to make the call possible. Also, you know how shaved ice has flavored syrups such as strawberry, melon, and lemon? They're all the same flavor. The only difference is the aroma and the food coloring dye.
I can believe this too. I've never noticed a difference in snow cone flavor. Unless that's a lie and I'm just delusional.
Yeah, I know. I feel like at least the snow cones I've had, that has to be a lie. Like, there's a noticeable difference.
We'll see what he says next.
Between some of them, you know? Do you think these facts are lies?
Oh yeah, that last one's probably a lie.
Do you deny that these facts are lies? Hoo-hoo-hoo. What would the world be like if all lies were denied outright? I bet it would be a very lonesome world. Lies are what make the world go round. Why are you still here, Monokuma?
I still think those are just dreams we have.
Yeah, true.
Because Monokuma's not here, which makes me think him and Kokichi are separate entities.
That,
Like, that does, what else would make sense?
I want to see Kokichi sitting in here. Good night!
Yeah. Monokuma must not be here anymore. There's no point to morning announcements now. So, it's really over.
Oh, it's morning.
There's no point to this killing game anymore. Because there's no reason to go outside. There's no reason to keep living.
That's such a bummer way of thinking.
There's no reason to live. 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 This is an epilogue. All that's left is to take up time.
Can't read, Shuichi. It's chapter 5. You're good, G.
What a boring story. There's nothing I can do anymore.
So is the...
Aw.
What are we doing? Are we crying?
I wonder what everyone else is doing.
What if they all killed themselves and that's where it goes down to 2 people?
Yikes.
I'm actually scared now. Like, Tsumugi was acting real suicidal. Hey! Where'd my day go? Okay, this is actually so disturbing now.
Yeah, it's creepy. Are we just sitting here?
We didn't even eat at all. We're gonna starve ourselves. Come on, go out and do something. Kaido's gonna come around and be like, hey, I'm still alive.
Yeah, you know Kaido's probably in there banging on walls and breaking everything he can to get out.
Yeah.
I wonder what Kaido is doing. Escaping. He's escaping.
Okay.
That's right. I wonder if Kaido's okay.
Keep forgetting he's locked up.
Is he?
Go see your boy.
It's no use.
No!
My mind isn't working, and my body is weak and pathetic.
I wonder how I would actually feel if I was put in this alien facility and told, you're like one of the only 7 people left alive in the world.
Honestly, I don't think I'd mind too much.
You really?
Like, the killing game would be what bothers me more, and knowing that was all for nothing.
After being locked in here for a month, too, with, like, nothing to do. I mean, I guess there's a game room. Well, so there's that, at least, and a casino.
And start studying anthropology. I mean, Kiyo's got, like, books on top of books on top of books on top of books in there. I'd love to look through that.
Yeah?
After that, though, I'd probably just go from ultimate lab to ultimate lab and be like, I'll try and get good at these, I guess.
I still wonder where Kibo's lab is going to come into.
Yeah, because that was a whole lot of nothing.
That, if anything, that looked like a cockpit more than anything. It even had a big planet, like, hologram map on it, you know?
Yeah. Kibo might be more of like a system administrator rather than...
Yeah.
Huh.
Come on, don't just sleep more. No! If you're searching for the meaning of life, you're already doing it wrong. Your life doesn't need a meaning, it just needs a purpose. In other words, you just need something to live for. You can live for spending time with loved ones or chasing dreams. Yeah, Shuichi, take his advice.
Yeah, come on, listen to the dreams in your head.
You can just, I don't know, go on dates with Tsumugi or something. She's cool.
Yeah.
You can even live for eating delicious food or playing games. Most people can get by as long as they have something to live for. If you say Danganronpa is your reason to live, I couldn't be happier. It's a reason to die, dude. It's getting sad. It's been a real pleasure doing business with you. Don't leave, Monokuma. This is the most eventful episode we've ever had.
Yeah, this one's kind of a bummer, guys.
Okay, get up and do something today. You had your day of rest. Get up.
It's morning.
Again.
How long have I been like this? I should get up, or I might not ever get up again. I...
pooped the bed.
Come on, Shuichi. I don't care if I just kill my...
Oh, thank you. Someone rescue me.
Huh?
What? My body reacted reflexively as I heard the doorbell. Somewhat surprised that I even managed to get out of bed, I went to the door. Who could it be?
Kokichi? Maki?
On my feet for the first time in a long while, I walked uneasily to the door. I slowly opened it and... Hey, girl!
What's up? You seem oddly normal.
Yeah.
You look terrible.
She's probably used to these feelings. Oh my god, we do look terrible! Wow, I don't even think I've ever noticed those sprites either.
Yeah, no.
Wow. Maki?
Hey.
Go take a shower or something. Anything to help your face. I'll be in the dining hall with everyone else.
Huh?
Everyone?
Okay.
I'll be waiting, so hurry up.
Jesus, Shuichi.
Yeah.
Maki spoke curtly and left.
Well, Shuichi's had a rough time, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, everyone who's died, he's more or less sentenced to die, so...
True, it has all been on his shoulders.
Yeah.
Everyone is waiting in the dining hall? I guess I should go. I hurried and took a hot shower, then left my room.
Man, we looked bad.
Yeah, we did look bad.
But yeah, what are these machines all built for? Like, what does this look like to you?
Looks like power grids and like getting the shit back in shape.
I don't know what else it'd be. Oh, wow.
Everyone was in the dining hall, besides Kokichi and Kaido.
More K names.
But mentally...
Hey, thinking about it that way, if Kaede's the killer in the first trial, then Kirumi, then Kiyo, then technically Kokichi, the only one left to be a killer is Kaito.
Yeah.
If we're going off the crazy, just most ridiculous theory of K names, my eyes are on you, Kaito.
Big time. But mentally, they weren't really there. The life had gone out of their eyes.
Oh, they look pretty good. Everyone here looks terrible. Really? Even I look terrible?
Well, your face always looks like that. What are we talking about?
No, her cheeks are sunken in.
We're discussing how we want to die, right?
No.
Huh?
What? I want to go without suffering. Maki, can you do something about that?
Why was Shuichi all shocked? You were just saying the same thing 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
Sure, but before that, take a look at this.
Is that a flashback light?
I don't want to know anymore. This will probably be the one flashback light that brings back a good memory.
Right.
Give me some hope. What do you think, Kibo, my boy?
He is a broken microwave at this point.
Even in such a dire situation, robophobia still persists.
What? What does that have to do with anything?
Because Himiko said his face always looks like that.
Oh. The flashback light, but now that we've learned everything,
Not everything.
there's no point to it. And poor Sumugi, I hate seeing her like that.
Yeah, this is just sad.
The rest I can kind of like reasonably see because we've seen him in similar states before. But Sumugi's never looked like that. Don't stop me. I just want to die. Tenko probably wouldn't be mad if I chose to die in this situation. Dude, she'd be furious.
Yeah, Tenko would be the one person that's like, it's not so bad, right, guys?
And we'll make our best out of it.
At least I have you, Himiko.
Yeah.
But Himiko doesn't even have Tenko, so...
Maki, why do you have that?
I see.
It was on top of the table when I went to the dining hall this morning.
Huh?
It was just sitting there? Kokichi probably just put it there.
Well then.
To confirm the truth, perhaps? If we use that flashback light, we may recover memories that corroborate his story.
So we're supposed to use the flashback light to confirm the truth Kokichi told us. We don't need to confirm anything. We saw the outside world for ourselves.
Hey,
Do you want to die comfortably? I can help you, but we should check this flashback light first.
Huh?
What?
Casey was lying. He is a liar.
Yeah, I mean, it's Kokichi. Why do we have to do that?
because
It's the only thing we can do right now. If we're gonna die, then we might as well do anything we can. We'll have no regrets that way.
that's right.
And even if it is dangerous, it wouldn't matter anymore, right? Either way, there's nothing left for us to lose. We don't have any hope left.
Well,
So let's do what we can.
Well, okay. Things won't end up any worse than they already are. So, when you kill me, will it be like I'm falling asleep?
it's decided.
And it's decided. Kibo, Shuichi, are you fine with that? Yes, very well then.
Okay.
Yeah. And thus it was decided, fairly painlessly.
I mean, what's it matter anymore?
Yeah.
Just shine it in their eyes, they'll be like, whatever.
And this is gonna be like the one thing where it's like, oh my god, we can escape or whatever, you know?
Yeah, if it gets any sadder, then everyone else really will just kill themselves.
Yeah. A flashback light suddenly appeared. Nothing could be more obvious and suspicious. But because our spirits were already broken, we had nothing left to lose anyway.
Okay, I'm going to turn it on.
Maki switched on the flashback light. And at that moment, the world flipped upside down, turned inside out.
Okay, I'm mad curious to see what we see now.
I'm excited.
All of our theories are about to go.
Yeah, I know. That's it. I remember. Everything is connected. And we had forgotten. We'd forgotten that everything is connected. Show us.
Hope's
Oh,
Peak.
okay. It all started at that academy.
Is that where you went to school?
A government-backed school that nurtured the most talented students in various subjects. Did we forget this part? Hope's Peak Academy. And the event that tore that school apart and changed the world. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
That's what they call it. Can they just have a name for it?
The thing that happened? Like, yeah, come on.
Just call it Doomsday or something.
Triggered a wave of terrorism and war across the world. Humanity's true despair.
And then they rebuilt, I'm guessing?
Half the world was destroyed as a result of the terrible violence. Half the world. I thought it was always all the world.
I mean, there was still a lot of people left after this end of the world.
True. And that tragedy was caused by a single high school girl. No, we remember. The ultimate... What?
Well, I mean, if we were raised in a society that rebuilt from this, then I'm sure it would be a very popular story.
Yeah.
Like the way we learn about World War II, they learn about the greatest, most awful, most tragic.
Yeah,
event in
whatever.
history.
The ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima. She used whatever means necessary to paint the world in despair. Oh wow, we are really going back.
Yeah.
The killing game of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy was the same way. Trapped by the ultimate despair, forced into a killing game. But after Junko Enoshima died, the case was closed, and the world began to slowly recover. But Junko's disciples, the remnants of despair, weren't done sowing chaos. Who's that guy? That guy on the left looks like, oh, what's that guy's name? I don't know. He looks like a famous actor, and then that lady on the left looks like Maki.
Yeah, it does.
The Future Foundation fought against them, trying to restore order.
Okay.
The war between hope and despair grew more and more extreme. The fight raged on, but came to a sudden end. And right then, it was from then on that we remembered, it was the beginning of our truth.
What happened?
This is very jazzy for what's going on.
Yeah, for real.
One day, terrible despair suddenly rained from the sky. A countless number of meteorites fell upon the world, carrying an unknown virus.
A virus, too?
Emboldened by the overwhelming despair, the remnants cried, "Humanity deserves darnation." The Future Foundation was overwhelmed by the renewed despair and quickly lost influence. But then, Makoto Naegi, together with the former members of the Future Foundation...
Okay, so this new society wasn't actually all that long after. So
yeah.
I guess what I gather from this is that the original big bad event wasn't actually as bad as the games made it sound, because they rebuilt fairly quickly, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I would assume... Makoto was also a kid.
Yeah, so
and then in the second game, he only looked a few years older. So this could be when they're like 30 or 40.
I mean, yeah, even if it's like when he's 80 or something, that's still not as long as I would have guessed, you know?
Yeah.
So that's interesting. And then they built a new school?
Started the Gopher Project at Hope's Peak Academy.
You made a Hope's Peak Academy again? Did you not learn your lesson the first time?
I mean, they still had the school.
Yeah, that's true. I guess the school was still intact.
Yeah.
Good on them.
Only genius can overcome nature, and only hope can overcome despair. Our young geniuses must escape this earth to become the seeds of the future.
Can I see an old fart Makoto Naegi, please?
Yes, please. That is the only hope for humanity.
What if that was him on the left, that, like, gray-haired guy?
That makes sense. With those principles, the Gopher Project began, and 16 Hope's Peak students were selected.
What if we're, like, Kyoko Kirigiri's kid or something, then?
If, like, Makoto's our dad and something.
Yeah,
that'd
maybe.
be weird. Also, I'm kind of surprised they went with the 16 students number again, considering the, like, previous killing games that happened.
Yeah, they were like, let's just make it 17 this time, just to be safe, you know?
Or maybe they did 15 and we have an extra.
Yeah, maybe. If they were going to start new life on a different planet, though, they really shouldn't have included Ryoma. He's gonna shorten up everyone in the gene pool, you know?
Ganta might offset it.
Maybe.
We were those 16 students. That's it. We weren't all attending different high schools. We were all attending the rebuilt Hope's Peak Academy.
Okay.
I like this, but it's kind of, I don't know if I like it all laid out for us.
Well, that just means there's more mystery to unfold yet.
True, true. We were the students that applied after learning Hope's Peak was rebuilt. And the new Hope's Peak was like the last in that it accepted applications for talented students and cultivated ultimate talents.
Okay.
Hope's Peak Academy was a large school, so we were all in separate classes. But we were all students of Hope's Peak Academy. From the candidates, the 16 of us were selected for the Gopher Project because...
That's what I was wondering. Because some of the talents are, like, pretty useless considering life on an alien planet. Like,
yeah.
Miyu's is great, Kaito's is great, but, like, again, Ryoma? Tennis? Really?
I don't know.
And, like, Gonta makes sense. Like, bug expert, he could, like, help jumpstart life on another planet or something.
He's also a great survivalist, I would assume.
Yeah, and then, like, Tenko? Like, what's she for? We don't really need defense. We got the exosols for that.
My guess is to preserve all the current aspects of human culture.
Okay.
Like, this kind of, like, someone like Ryoma who's done bad, but, like, for good reason. And
represents
then someone...
the criminals.
Right, yeah, like, I don't know. It just, I think it tracks.
Yeah, I guess.
No, we weren't selected. We were the only ones left.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Oh, they all died. The mysterious virus from the meteorites had spread around the world. The entire world was on the brink of extinction. I love the billboard. Virus detected.
Yeah, you think, huh?
Hope had almost triumphed, but cruel despair came roaring back to overtake the world. Oh, we can't go back. I swear I saw a young Fuyuhiko there.
Oh.
Or an old Fuyuhiko. But we just happened to be immune to the virus. That was the reason why we were chosen for the Gopher Project.
Lucky you. Well, that means other people had to be, like, immune to the virus too, then.
But we must have been the only ultimates who were.
Even if it's only 16 out of every, you know, like 400 or something. Yeah. However many people went to Hope's Peak.
Might not even be that many, though.
Right.
I finally remembered.
Even so, that's a pretty good percentage.
That world, this world, it's all connected.
What about the second game? What happened to them? I'm honestly more curious about that because we did a playthrough on the channel.
Right.
Did they become cool guys too?
That's it.
Everyone, did you all remember?
Oh, did that make you feel better? That should make you feel worse.
It should make them feel worse?
Well, I mean, nothing about what he just realized is really positive.
Well, I don't know.
Just
maybe.
Like the original Killing Game people overcame their despair and then it was all for nothing. Like, not exactly a positive message, but...
I think Shuichi will spin it positively.
I think so. In the next episode...
Oh, goodbye.
Bye! Like the video! Subscribe! What else do we need them to do?
There's memberships. We have the Discord. Honestly, the Discord is probably my biggest one I'd like to shoehorn.
You just want more people in the Discord?
Well, I just like seeing them all in there.
Just share your memes, guys. You don't need to say anything. Just take your best meme, shove it in the memes channel, and leave.
Such a mean message. But yeah, that's what you can do.
Yeah,
that is an option.
An option.
Stupid. Goodbye.
The biggest thing I care about is comments, honestly. I like the comments the most.
On here? Like on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like those too.